Hey guys, it's Shane from Ministry of Blanc. We are here in Barbers in Adelaide, and this is Ash, the owner of this shop.
Hello.
And this is Mark, the star of the show today.
Ash is a client of mine,
Yep.
and I'm a client of Ash's.
Yeah.
But Ash came to me for a camera looking for something a little bit different from your point and shoot digital cameras. So I set him up with a nice little Olympus OM2, which has been completely stripped and serviced, and a nice clean lens to go on the front there, a nice 35mm lens. And he tells me he's already out there snapping away with black and white film and having a ball.
It's been a good challenge. I'm very new to photography, and I've been getting alright with my digital. I wanted to kind of step it back a little bit and actually really learn how to use an actual camera. So I've been really enjoying it. Enjoying that I can't see what I'm doing really. Just relying on my settings.
That's true.
And I'm hoping that they come out really cool. So that anticipation of waiting is the best part.
Yeah, I know, like no autofocusing.
Nah, it's really good. And I'm a traditional guy, so with haircuts to my photos, I like things to be quite traditional. So
Old school.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna start with the 17mm, which is the widest lens here, and we'll move to the 35, and then the 50, 58 range, and then the 80 here, and then we're gonna end with the 135. So Mark's gonna come over here and give you a little overview and introduction about all these lenses, and then we're gonna move on to the showcase of these lenses while we get our hair cut and styled.
So what we've got here is a Tamron 17mm wide-angle lens. This is one of the Japanese lenses. This is in a Minolta MD mount, but it's the Adaptall mount that Tamron is famous for, which means that these mounts can be interchanged with different mounts to suit different cameras. This is a lovely 3.5 f-stop lens, which is relatively fast for this type of lens. And as you can see, it's got a very big front element. This lens is really nice. It's clean. It's a beautiful lens, and for very wide angle shots, especially on a full frame camera, this lens will be perfect. The next lens that we have here is a charming little CCTV lens from China. It's called a Fujian. It's a 35mm lens, f1.7, so it's very fast, and as you can see, very small. This lens is perfect on a micro 4/3 camera, and being so small, it doesn't add to the form factor of the camera very much at all. The adapters that allow this lens to mount to a digital SLR camera or mirrorless camera, very flat, and don't add anything to the actual depth of the lens. So there it is, a really nice little Chinese lens worth trying. Here we have a collection of three 58mm lenses. The first one I've got here is a Zeiss Biotar 58 f2. Really nicely made German lens from around the mid to late 50s, this one would be. Screw mount lens, like a lot of these are, which allow it to adapt easily to a lot of digital SLRs and mirrorless digital cameras. Very nice little lens, probably my favourite. A companion to that one is this Russian lens, a Helios 44-2. Everyone's probably heard of these. Famous Carl Zeiss optic design taken by the Russians after the war, and they made millions of these lenses. And these lenses are all over the place, but they are really nice, very sharp, and beautiful bokeh. Okay, and last of these three 58mm lens, legendary Minolta Rokkor f1.2 58. They call this guy the Bokeh Monster, and you can actually see by the size of the glass there how big this thing is. This is built like a tank, weighs about 1 kilogram, but an absolutely fantastic lens. have our 80mm lens. This is the famous Jupiter 9 from Russia also. It's a 80mm f2 lens. As you can see, very big glass, very nicely built lens, wonderful optics, stolen from the Germans after the war again, and a very nice lens to have if you want a short telephoto lens in your bag of tricks. And last of all, a little one from Japan, from the early 60s, an Asahi Pentax Takumar 135 f3.5. This little baby has seen a bit of work. As you can see, there's some silvering, brassing showing on the casing. However, the optics are perfect. I've had this one apart, cleaned it out, and the optics are lovely and clean. So for a very nice little 135 short telephoto lens with some beautiful out of focus bokeh in the background, something like this with the old Pentax screw mount, which is the same as what's on some of these other lenses I showed you, allow it to adapt to just about any camera on the market today. 135 Takumar Pentax.
That's a wrap, and thanks again, Ash, for letting us film your cut hair, and
No problem.
I have this awesome store, and Mark for your time with the lenses.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you want an awesome hairstyle like Mark's, and you can come here to Ash's store, which is
512 A, Shop 3, Crossroad, Glandor.
okay. So see you guys.
Appointments essential.
What?
Appointments essential.
Appointments essential
Yeah,
because
yeah. It's important.
busy man.
That's it.
Busy man. Right. See you guys.
Gotcha.